Let's go. Great. Time's up. Ready? Great. Again, before we start anything, I want to tell you that you need to speak loud and clear. The house believe that students should be allowed to design their own uniform, school uniform. First speaker of the affirmative team, stand up please. You have 2 minutes starting now.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, honorable judges, respect teachers, and fellow debaters. Today, I argue that students should be allowed to design their own uniforms. While uniforms promote equality and discipline, the current system doesn't address students' creativity, comfort, or individual needs. This debate isn't about eliminating uniforms, but about allowing students to express their identity through their clothing, making uniforms more comfortable and inclusive, encouraging creativity and individuality. Allowing students to design their own uniforms promotes creativity and individuality. Traditional uniforms offer little room for personal expression. By involving students in the design process, they gain a sense of ownership and pride in their school identity, which can boost morale and foster school spirit. Comfort and practicality. Custom designed uniforms would better suit diverse body types and personal preference. Students could choose materials, cuts, and styles that suit them, improving comfort and focus in class. This can reduce distractions caused by ill-fitting clothing and create a more conducive learning environment. Cultural sensitivity and inclusivity. Students come from diverse cultural and religious background, and standard design in uniforms may not meet their needs. Oh, thank you.
First speaker of the opposition team, you have 2 minutes starting now.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Kinan. I'm from Negative Name. Today I'm gonna tell you my opinion about students should design their own uniform. And I believe that students shouldn't design their own uniform because allowing students to design their own uniform could disrupt school routines, create distraction, and potentially exacerbate inequalities. It might also lead to a lack of consistency, make it harder to identify students and enforce dress code, and they could disruptive to school routines and focus, like increased time spent on clothing choice. Students might spend more time selecting or purchasing their own uniform, potentially leading to tardiness or missed class time, distraction in the classroom. Students might be more focused on their individual uniform choice than on learning. Emphasis on appearance over education. The focus on creating individual uniform could overshadow the importance of academic achievement. And there is a negative impact if students could design their own uniform. Like when students have more freedom in their clothing choice, there's a greater risk that they will be bullied or teased based on their clothing style or lack of it. And thank you to my opportunity to let me share my opinion. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Second speaker, you have 2 minutes, starting now.
Good morning, honorable judges, respected teachers. Good afternoon, and fellow students. As the second speaker, I'm here to support the motion that students should design their own uniforms. My colleagues have highlighted how this promotes creativity, comfort, and well-being, and I will now address potential objections while emphasizing the broader societal benefits of this motion. Addressing concerns of uniformity and discipline. Opponents may argue that allowing students to design their uniforms could disrupt discipline or create impractical designs. However, clear guidelines can be set to ensure appropriateness while still allowing creativity. Students will feel more responsible and engaged, which can actually enhance discipline and respect for school rules. Providing equality through customization. Concerns about inequality due to expensive designs can be addressed by offering affordable customization options. Schools can set parameters for design, ensuring affordability while allowing a personal expression. This approach promotes inclusivity, allowing students to reflect their individual and cultural identities. Development of essential life skills. Designing their uniform gives students valuable skills such as problem solving, creativity, teamwork, and compromise, skills that will serve them well in their future careers and personal lives. Aligning with modern educational values. Today's education focuses on developing the whole child emotionally, socially, and creatively. Allowing students to design their own uniform aligns with these values by fostering self-expression and agency and empowering students to take ownership of their environment and appearance. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Second speaker, please remember that you're the second, okay?
Yeah.
You have 2 minutes, starting now.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, my name is Annabelle and I'm from Negative Team, and today I want to tell you that students should be not allowed to design their own school uniforms. First, students might not agree. If every student has different ideas, it will be hard to choose one uniform. Some kids will be one blue, others one red. There will be too many choice, and we may not all be happy. Second, some design may not be good for school. Students might choose clothes that are too bright, too short, or right for learning. Uniforms. School be simple and help us focus on school, not fashion. Third, it can be unfair. Some students might make cool design, but others can afford new or fancy clothes. Uniforms are meant to make everyone look the same and feel equal. So in the end, letting students design uniforms sounds fun, but it can cause many problems. It takes too much time, and many not be fair, and can make school rules hard. That's why I believe that students should not design their own uniform. Thank you.
Thank you. Third speaker of the proposition team, you have 2 minutes, starting now.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, honorable judges, respected teachers, and fellow students. As the third speaker of the affirmative side, I will reinforce our arguments and address potential concerns raised by the opposition. We've shown that student-designed uniforms encourage creativity, comfort, and inclusivity. Now, I'll explain why the challenges against this idea can be managed and why this change benefits society, promotes equality, and aligns with modern education. Discipline and uniformity. Opponents worry about a breakdown in discipline, but this concern can be addressed with clear guidelines for design, such as color schemes and fabric choices, ensuring uniforms meet school standards. Involvement in the design process actually fosters responsibility and pride, encouraging students to respect the rules. Cost and equality. The fear of expensive uniforms can be managed by offering a set of affordable design options, ensuring all students can participate. This approach maintains equality while allowing itself expression. Custom uniforms also promote inclusivity by reflecting students' cultural and personal identities. Designing uniforms teaches students problem solving, collaboration, and decision making. Skills that will serve them in future careers and life. It also encourages teamwork, as students will need to compromise and work together to reach a consensus. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Third speaker of the opposition team has 2 minutes. I think there.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Today my name is Millie and I'm the third speaker of negative thing. First, uniforms promote equality. Custom designs undermine that uniforms are made to create a level playing field, reducing visible social and economic difference among students, allowing students to design their own universe or introduce inequality. Evidence. A study from the Journal of Educational Research 2013 found that school uniforms help reduce peer pressure and bullying related to clothing. Pressure that students have from wealthier families could afford more elaborate, trendier costume designs, while others may be left out with plain or lower quality options, worsening inequality. Weaken school identity and unity. Arguments. Uniforms create a shared sense of school identity and pride. Allowing students to design their own uniforms fragments that unity. Example, just like sports team or military wear the same clothes to build team spirit. There are more students wearing the same clothes feel more connected to the students and to the school and each other's support. The National Association of Elementary Schools principal found that 79% of schools reported improved sense of belonging after implementing uniforms. Open door to inappropriate and controversial designs. Thank you.
You know, you have 2 minutes to prepare for the rebuttal. Good luck.
Kenapa?
Ini jangan yang ini.
Sama.
Ini
25 seconds. Ten seconds. Okay. Proposition rebuttal speaker, you have 2 minutes starting now.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ira, and I'm the rebuttal speaker of the proposition team. As the rebuttal speaker, I'll address the opposition concerns and explain why these arguments against allowing students to design their own uniforms are unfounded. We've already shown how student-designed uniforms promote creativity, comfort, and inclusivity. Now I will tackle 3 key concerns raised by the opposition: discipline, risk of division, or inequality. The opposition argues that customization can lead to exclusion, but this can be avoided by involving all students in the design process. A collective approach ensures that the final design reflects diverse perspectives and fosters inclusivity, allowing students to express their identities while promoting unity. In conclusion, the concerns about discipline, cost, and inequality can be easily managed with clear guidelines. Allowing students to design their own uniforms encourages creativity, responsibility, and inclusivity. The benefits far outweigh the challenges, and we strongly stand by the motion. Thank you.
Thank you. The opposition, you have 2 minutes starting now.
Design uniform is fun, but school is for learning, not for fashion. We come to school to study, not to play dress up. Fun is good, but learning is more important for us. Not all students may follow the rules. Some may wearing things that are not okay for school. It's hard to check when every student has a different design. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Please give applause to your friends. Now, you know how to design clothes? You know how?
Yeah.
You know how to design clothes? You know how to design? You know how to design? Yes, you know how to design clothes? You know how? You know how to design clothes?
I did
You did what?
design clothes, and I still
Electro. Hi. You know how to design clothes? Not really. Be honest. Okay, so let's say about 70% of the class doesn't know how to design their own clothes. And this is one class. Instead of the whole school, that would be about 700 students doesn't know how to design their clothes. So will you allow 300 to design the clothes for them only, for the 300? What about the other 700?
We would teach them.
Teach them. That means extra class for something else.
Yeah.
Can you please tell me how many classes you have every day?
We have 5.
5. Which one would you replace?
We would replace anything. We would take classes in breaks.
No, the breaks is for breaks. So which class would you change?
We would change anything. We would.
So how would you learn something? Or how would you teach them something during the school hours?
Outside of the school hours.
Extracurricular, that means extra money to pay.
Yeah.
Right? And let's face it, If everyone here is having art class, does that mean everyone here good at drawing?
No.
I guess that's the point. The opposite side said something about a study where? Where's the study?
Journalist.
Yeah, where the country?
Ah. Yes.
In the US. And the study is from the Education Journal, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. Right? What did the study say?
Journal of Education Research in 2013.
Why didn't you say that students should not design their own uniform, but we can have a survey for what they actually like? Not to keep it fashionable, but to keep it modern. You didn't mention that as well. She said about fashion and you didn't actually talk about fashion. You could have said, no, it's not about fashion, it's about keeping things modern.
Didn't we talk about that?
No, you didn't. You said to keep it what? Comfortable.
We did talk about
About what? Who spoke about it? Because obviously I couldn't hear the voice.
her, I think.
Obviously I didn't hear the part. Right? Okay. It's a very hard decision.
It is.
Who do you think should win the debate? You've listened to the whole debate, right? Which one would you think, objectively? Don't take it personally, okay? Don't be biased. Which one do you think had a better argument? What did you say?
I think I understand.
It's your old team. Hey. Who else?
I think Kenan's
Kenan's team. Who else?
Ayla's team.
Who?
Ayla's team.
Why?
Because they have no argument.
Yeah, which argument did you think it was better?
Ayla's team.
What?
Ayla's team.
You said they have a lot of argument. Which argument did you like?
Oh no, I'm not met that. I did not met that.
You said that, right? You know why I asked you? Because most of the time you were playing with him. So you didn't actually hear anything. I saw that, that's why it was a tricky question. So, I'm really sorry. But only one team is going to go to the final, not the final, to the class round. Therefore, I think that the team that had a better argument was. What's happening to them? Jeez. The opposition team. You are going to the last round. Congratulations. Before going to reasons, let's say thank you for those who were watching us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh once more.
Waalaikumsalam.